Blessed love, everybody. This is Elaine LilBit Shepherd out of Vancouver, BC. I'm a singer, songwriter, and entertainer, and I'm here to do this amazing video interview for Soul Central TV. So I've got a list of questions here. The first three I kind of already answered: what my name was, what I do, and where I'm from. So the next question on the list would be number 4. How long have you been singing in the industry? Well, I guess I've been performing since about the age of 5, but I've been involved in the reggae industry probably since around 2009 officially, when I teamed up with my manager and partner Carrie Mullings. So it's been a while now, and it's been really great. The response has been great, so I feel blessed for that. Okay, the next question is, where have you performed in the past? Where would you like to perform, and what is your dream? Well, coming from the Middle East where I was born, my mom's Filipino-Spanish, my dad's Anglo-Indian. I've done a lot of performing in Bahrain, and I've performed at a lot of the major festivals out in Canada so far. I've been at the Calgary Reggae Festival, I've done Caravana, I've done a show at Harbourfront Centre a couple of summers ago, which was pretty amazing. It was a great crowd. I've kind of been all over the place in terms of Canada, but ideally I'd like to go out more globally. I mean, we've performed in Jamaica recently. I did South by Southwest just last week, which was pretty incredible, in Austin, Texas. So slowly, as the years are going on, it's starting to expand, and I think that the mission is really, and my dream is really, to just go global and go as many places as I can with the music. So that is how I'd answer that question. Okay, number 6 asks, what other artists do you see as your primary inspiration and why? This is always kind of tough for me to answer, because I have a lot of different artists that I, look up to and that I've grown with, and that I also meet along the way in terms of, music, sometimes in person by first-hand experience or just through hearing music from other people. But growing up, I listened to a lot of, Whitney Houston, Mariah Carey, Celine Dion. Those were my idols in terms of, vocals, and who I try to, coin myself after. And I used to come home from school and put on their records and just try to follow every single run that they had, and, try to develop my voice that way. But in terms of artistically, and actually in many ways right now, and that has been influencing me over the last few years, I would say, on a lyrical, creative, in terms of the message and the style, I would have to say Damien Jr. Gal Marley for sure is my inspiration, and I would love to be able to work with him one day. Number 7 says, what has been your inspiring moments in the industry so far? I think, some of the greatest moments are when you do see people receiving your music and your, what your passions and your dreams are, and just being so accepting and embracing of it. And more so when there are artists that maybe you look up to that, take the initiative to come to you and say to you, I think what you're doing is really great, and you have a lot of talent. And just to have some people that you look up to, feed that knowledge onto you and give you that kind of compliment is definitely very inspiring. And more so, I think, too, when you're going and you're doing your own shows and people are singing along to your music, it makes me feel like, my message and my music is really coming across. So that's definitely what's been inspiring for me. Number 8 is, what are your views and thoughts about the industry? Well, I could definitely go in depth in this one, but, since I only got 3 to 5 minutes, I'm going to keep it short. Basically, I feel like there's definitely a lot of talent in the industry. There's a lot of different music coming out, and, different artists. It's changed a lot since the time I was a little kid, and probably even before that, when I grew up listening to, classics and old school music. My dad played a lot of music around the house, so I feel like, however, in this time and in this day and age, the industry is very driven by people that are chasing fame and money, as opposed to trying to spread music for the love and the positive message. So that can be kind of tough, I think, especially based on the kind of music that I'm doing. I know there's a genre and there's a place for everything and there's a fan base for everything, but for me, I miss some of the music that existed that doesn't exist anymore, when music was real good, and now I feel like a lot of it is just digital, or it's got that sense of if you don't have the talent, it's okay. We'll figure that part out. You just got to look good, and we'll package it and present it. So, however, I also know that there's a lot more underground artists that haven't been heard of, that have amazing talent, that have beautiful music, that are spreading the positivity through music, that are starting to surface. So I feel very hopeful about that, and I feel hopeful that the industry is slowly starting to open, its eyes more to reggae music and what we're about. So I feel happy about that. Number 9 asks me, where would you like your work to be in 5 years? I kind of touched on this earlier. I think my main motivation is to be able to spread reggae music, and the positive messages that my music has to offer through our movement, Rebel Vibes, and to take it globally and to just go as many places as we can and spread the message, and to use music to be able to do, great things in the world and put it to use in terms of humanitarianism and, all those different sorts of things. As Rebel Vibes, as our label and our crew and our movement, we have a lot of things that we hope to be able to do through music and through our movement. And the 100% of that is just to be spreading positivity, love, and being able to give back, because we definitely know what it's like to struggle and to be able to go through certain things and not always have that help at hand. But we've been blessed enough to be able to go through this and have the opportunity every day that there's a day of life to be able to do this. So our main motivation is to just keep the movement going and to do good with what we love to do. And the last question is, what would you like to tell the fans and viewers? Basically, most importantly, before anything, I'd like to say thank you so much to all the fans and supporters and viewers who have been following our journey for quite some time and who have been starting to follow our journey. We really, really couldn't do this without you. The support is so needed and so necessary. And one thing that I could say is, if you love the music and you believe in the message and you see that our movement is about positivity and love, please, the best thing that you could do is just share the music. Tell your friends about it, tell your family, share it on Facebook, share it on YouTube. Little goes a long way, and all these little things are what help to make a big difference in what we're trying to accomplish here and what I'm trying to do as a singer as well. So keep supporting, and thank you so much, and we love you. And to sum it off, I just have to say very big up to Rebel Vibes, my management and our label, our movement, and also Soul Central TV in the UK. Big up and bless. If you guys want to check me out, I'm everywhere online at LilBit Music, LilBitMuzik. So keep it locked. I'm a lady in the streets and a freaking out these sheets, and you're not gonna touch my body unless you're my baby. Oh no, say come me have the kind of powers if you keep your body rocking for hours, but you have to be my baby, yeah. Blessed love, big up Soul Central TV.